Greetings, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here with another Divine Masculine channeled letter. For those of you who've never ventured into my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome to this amazing place, this amazing tribe. I thank you for being here. And for those of you who've been watching these and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you and hit the notification bell so that you get your updates. Because I think I'm going to be changing things around for those who've already subscribed and who are continuing to join me in these videos. Thank you so much for your loyalty and your support. I am truly grateful and thankful to anyone who is here, I should say. I do have a couple quick things. First off, I built a light counterpart community on my mobile web app. I now have a mobile app. If you're interested in joining this community so that we can better help support each other through our journeys, and I will give you more counsel there. I want to keep it private. Again, I don't want to put stuff on YouTube because there's a bunch of stuff going on YouTube, and I want to make sure that the energies are still high vibrational. And for those who are serious about their journey and who want additional counsel, guidance, who want additional support from other masculines, feminines, whichever that is, on your journey, I do have a community that I created in my mobile app. If you would like access to that, you'd have to subscribe to my website at capellawellness.com. You'll automatically get an email sent to you with the link for private access to that mobile app. I'm trying to get together as many people as possible so that we can really help one another with this journey. Anyway, for those who have already subscribed to my site or who have already signed up, I'm going to send you the link so that you gain access to the mobile app, and we'll start having discussions, and I'll give you additional messages from the masculines on that platform. Again, I only want to keep it small so that we don't have I really want people who are very serious about this, who want the extra guidance, to join that community and get to know other people who are going through similar things. Okay. Anyway, on top of that, what was the other thing? Oh, it looks like these channeled letters are going to be shorter. My guides in the Divine Masculine Collective are trying to avoid giving out too much information. I've been being told from both my guides and the Masculine Collective, there's been too many people who are hung up on these letters, channel messages, and it's not just mine. It's all over YouTube. This is not a knock on anyone, but this is really to get the feminine, some of them who are too caught up and just focusing on how their masculines are feeling about them, what they want to say in these channeled messages, that type of thing. And I know this automatic writing that I do is very different. It is one of my gifts, and automatic writing involves channeling the messages and writing them down, not just putting them on a what do I want to say, a slideshow. I don't know why I said slideshow, but I think you guys know what I mean. This is a different type of thing that I do. In particular, I was guided to channel messages from the Divine Masculine Collective in this manner. Anyway, so I'm not going to be going too much in depth. Right while I was centering myself before doing this, the masculines were telling me, don't pull out all of these decks. We only want 3 today, and we want to just get some messages out. Again, this is a general reading. Keep in mind, everything that you see here, whatever messages that I'm writing down in cards and stuff like that, unless you're picking an object or something like I usually do with the songs, not everything that comes out here is going to resonate with all of you. There's a few of you where practically the whole thing really sticks. Okay, don't force anything. Again, this is general. I'm picking up on a lot of energies and I'm getting messages. Different masculines are on different timelines. There's a bigger majority where a lot of them are doing the same type of work because a lot of them are on the same timeline. Some are a little behind, if you want to call it behind, some are ahead. But again, we are on soul time, not human time. The divine has full control over these counterpart connections, okay? We have to keep that in mind. We cannot control it. The things that we are supposed to do is fulfill our purpose, follow our dharma, and do what God wants us to do, essentially. That's the bottom line. And we can't change our situation if we don't change ourselves, right? If we don't choose ourselves, we're not choosing God. That's really the main thing that we need to learn in this journey. Yes, so I think that's the last thing that they wanted me to mention. So if you've never been here before, real quickly, what I do, I channel messages from the divine. I write them onto paper. It is called automatic writing. It's also called psychography. Anyway, you could look up more about that if you want. This is a means for me to channel. I have been guided by both my guides and the Divine Masculine Collective to convey messages to the Divine Feminine in this manner. If I'm told to stop writing, I will stop. I go by what they tell me to. Pretty much the trance, I get into this trance and I'm not really writing. It's not just writing. It's spirit that is writing for me, okay? And I'm channeling those messages from the masculines through this pen and paper. I will read the messages, and then after that, I will write down words, names, symbols, places, colors, whatever it is that I come out of this pen, right? Which is additional information that resonates with a lot of people. On top of that, I'm going to tell you guys to pick your objects before we do the song pulling. The song cards, whatever you want to call it. I'm already in like this weird trance right now. There's something weird going on. What do we want to pick? We want to pick a, they want me to do sea animals. Okay, they're saying an octopus, a blowfish, and a crab. Okay, those are your objects. Whatever you're drawn to, I'm going to pull song cards for each of those sea animals, and we'll go from there. So again, they are octopus, blowfish, and crab. Okay, like Sebastian the Crab from The Little Mermaid. Anyway, we'll get to those later on. I'm going to go center myself and get ready. Now, if you guys are patient while I am doing the channeling and the writing, it's a very good idea to meditate and focus on your divine masculine and send them unconditional love while I'm doing this. Again, this is optional, but it does help, okay? So let me get to where I need to be, and then I will start writing. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Looks like these days they just want me to keep writing, which I'm fine with. All right, here we go. Hey, how are you? I hope you are well. I feel a bit blocked tonight, so I may not say too much this time around. I have been making a lot of progress, I feel, in my journey. It has been hard as all hell, and I sometimes wonder if I'll ever come out of this alive. I'm all of a sudden laughing right now as I'm singing the Bee Gees song, Staying Alive. There is so much I need to do. It's insane. But please know I am taking responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. I still have to go my own way, and it may be a while. I feel like the world is on my shoulders sometimes, and I just want to hide from the world and remove myself from the chaos. Just know that I am okay at the moment, but at times I feel stuck and confused. However, I have to remind myself that this is something I have to do, and I have to do this mainly on my own, with my guides. Yeah, let me read that again. I have to do this on my own with my guides. I have this burning desire for you, but I want to make sure this isn't just about sex. I want sacred union with you, but I also want it to include a sexual union that is more of a spiritual nature. I want to explore tantric sex with you, which is, can you see that? Yeah. Something so incredibly powerful, it'll blow our minds. I'm starting to see now that sex is way more than just getting off. And I see this with you. You have me lost sometimes, but I sometimes feel that as but I sometimes like that, as I feel I can drift away and be myself. Be the person I've been keeping locked up inside. I hope you understand that this is big for me, as I have so much to learn, understand, and heal. I want to make sure I do this on my own time and don't allow anyone or anything to push me. I need this time alone. I need to be able to get to a place where I can be vulnerable with you and speak my truth. Expressing my truth is incredibly hard for me. I just have to heal my throat chakra, amongst other things, and focus on myself. I am so determined right now to be the best person, the best version of myself. Please continue to send me your unconditional love and light. I will really need this all the time. Also, know you are special to me even though I don't show it, even though I've never told you. You are my everything, my star, my moon, my sun, the air I breathe. I will come back for you, but for now, we must focus on ourselves. Don't look back anymore. Only look forward towards our future. I love you. Nice. Yeah, no wonder I was feeling confused when I was channeling them. But yeah, they're telling me that there's been a lot of work involved in this. It does coincide with the weekly that I did for this week, where some of them are way more gung-ho than others, but that doesn't mean that the other ones don't necessarily have that type of energy right now. It's just you have to look at their past lives and you have to look at the karma they have to pay and their placements in their birth charts, right? There's a bunch of factors here. Every masculine is different, and some of them, like I said, a little bit more ahead. I don't want to say behind. That's not the right thing for me. I don't want to say that because everyone's in different timelines. Anyway, So yeah, I've been getting from them. Sometimes they have highs and lows. There's a few of them that are telling me that they get all excited because they've made some progress, and then sometimes they feel like they come back. It's like that Paul Abdul song. Um, crap! This is not the title. It's two steps forward, I take two steps back. Opposites attract. I think that's the song, right? Yeah. Anyway, um, and sometimes they get discouraged. I'm hearing from some of them, this is a work in progress because they've never done something like this before, where this is some major, major, major self work. And they're saying that if you are feeling like you were up here one day and then you just tank, and it's happened to me too. It actually happened to me today while I was doing my spiritual practice. I broke up into tears, broke up into tears. I broke down in tears. Um, and I have been so high vibe, but it does happen, right? We're human. And then I started realizing I was channeling something from somebody else. It wasn't my masculine, it was coming from a family member. And then later on, I kind of got a phone call and it kind of confirmed. And the phone call that I had was a little bit emotional, and I kind of started tearing up in that. Anyway, there's something like that. So if you are feeling, very high vibe and everything's going great, and then you just like, it's not really crashing, it may be like crashing, but like you cry all of a sudden, or, you just feel really sad, go within, stop what you're doing, and ask the universe, who does this belong to? Because it's probably not yours if it changes that drastically. And the masculines are saying if you're feeling that feminines, that it's probably coming from them because that's where they're at. Some of them are really like up and down, highs and lows, and the infinity symbol, right? Ebb and flow. But this is because this is part of the work. It is very hard shadow work, right? This journey is very, very challenging, as we all know. Anyway, so those are some additional messages and feelings I'm getting from them. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to start channeling the names, the objects, and things like that, okay? And then I will stop. Then I'll pull some other cards and then do the songs. And then that will conclude the reading. So let's see what we get this time around, okay? So again, be patient. I will have timestamps for this like I usually do. So this part you don't necessarily have to, just wait. But meditation during this is awesome too. Oh, what Spirit is telling me is what would be a cool thing for you guys to like really enhance your intuition. See what you pull while I'm writing. What comes to your mind, and see if I actually write it down. That's going to be some serious confirmation there, and that's really going to kind of give you a little bit of boost in confidence and your intuitive hits, right? Because some of the feminines are, and the masculines, they're kind of second guessing themselves still on and off, especially with this connection and is this real and all this stuff. Okay, so this would be a cool exercise for you guys to do if you so choose. All right, so let me get to writing. Okay. All right. We have Chicago, Buffalo Bills, and yes, Buffalo Bills is a football team. New York, Alabama, Kentucky, Fritos, Justin Timberlake, Kevin, Amanda, Rihanna, James, Marie, Victor, Victoria, Hammond, Casey, Lacey, Blue, Car, Corvette, Toyota, Subaru, Plants, Vacation, The Hills, Santorini, Greece, Victim, Pain, Suffering, Yellow, Coldplay, Anjana, Yashi, Eteshem, Shay, Angie, Michelle, Adam, Silas, Rufus, Popcorn, Carnival, Roller Coaster, Williamsburg, Mask, Liar, Cheater, Fuck You, Arguments, Get the Fuck Out. Now, one quick thing here. See how drastically the energy changed here right when I started writing Liar, Cheater, and look at the cursing here. Fuck you, arguments, get the fuck out, panic, throwing knives, bondage, kinky, sex. This section right here was coming from a few masculines. Something about some karmic I was getting. Also arguments maybe between you and the masculine. That's been going on. I don't know. Again, don't force it. Take it as it resonates. I'm just explaining because some of you are going to be like, what the hell happened? Because the channeling, it really flipped here. There's some masculines here. Either they're arguing with a karmic with this, and there's sex involved, or this is you in the middle of an argument with your masculine, something along those lines. But it totally flipped. But of course, I was already channeling, so I just kept writing and writing. So that I'm just saying that to explain that. Anyway, we're back here. Faith, George Michael, Elton John, Mariah, Bowtie, Carmichael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Raguel, Archangel Chamuel. So now the archangels are coming in here. Maybe some of them are your actual, not patron saint. That's not what I want to say. Your main archangel that works with you, something like that. Unconditional love, light, lighthouse, light post, baby, love, forgiven, forgetful, unforgettable, Nat King Cole. Of course, that's his song. Natalie, Jessica, no, it's not me, Poland, Bear Cub, Dinosaurs, Kindred Spirits, Ruthless, Hope, Misunderstood, Not So, what? Hold on a second, guys. Oh my God, I can't read that. I'm right here. If you guys know what that is, let me know. When it gets, I cannot keep up. It's hard, you guys. You have no idea. Not So Sorry, I think it is. Who is this? Talk to me in the 5D. Why? I don't believe this. I don't believe you. Stop already. See, now it's just going back to some other crazy energies. Driving me insane. Ocean waves, tide, pulling. Come on, really? That's what it says. Karate Kid, Cobra Kai, Mr. Miyagi, Daniel-san, Kimchi, Nicole, Brian, Shih Tzu, Puppy, Stop Sign, Broken, Broncos, Horses, Roses, Pool, Light Bearer. Oh my God, what is that? Heat. Sorry guys, I cannot read what that word is. Put in the comments if you know. This says heat. What was that? See, I can't even remember because the channeling's too much. Heat. You give love a bad name. Yours forever. Fever, cold, hot. Tea, diamond in the rough. Aladdin. What? This is really gonna bug me. Light bearer. What is that? See what happens when like you channel stuff, you have no idea when spirit takes over, you have no idea what the hell's going on. Anyway, yeah, so really weird this time around. There's some crazy shit still going around with something with the masculines here. Maybe why they're going up and down and stuff, but again, we can't get hung up on that because this is just a process. This is not easy, right? You guys, a lot of you should already know this is not easy. It's a very tough journey, and for the masculines especially with being vulnerable, like they said, for a lot of them, that is very hard to do, and we cannot get hung up on that. There's so much stuff, and they have a lot more to say, but they were telling me going forth with these readings now, they don't want me to give too much. There's too many people watching this. There's too many messages. There's some things, again, that are specific to their specific feminines that they only want them to know. And I will leave it at that. So right now we're going to do the twin flame journey messages and see what else they have to say. What else do these masculines want to share with their feminines at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What other messages do these masculines have for their feminines? Thank you. You are never far from my mind. Yeah, I'm trying to do the honorable thing. Makes sense. You are irreplaceable. I still remember the good times we shared. Yeah, that's what kind of helps them get through the day. They reminisce a lot about you. A lot of things remind them of you. Yeah, kind of helps them get through the day. I'm hearing from them, and there's a lot of memories here, but at the same time, sometimes it saddens some of them. And again, that's part of going backwards, and then they start feeling guilty and regretful. That might be why with the changes in energies, it's maybe they remember the good times and maybe there were some bad times too, and it's just like, you know, a back and forth type of thing. It really was me, not you. Yeah, because they were dealing with a lot. And a lot of it has to do with the vulnerability, but there's programming involved in here. There are still so many unsaid things between us. Yep. I was saying that earlier. There's still a lot of things that they want to tell you. But they don't want to do it here. They don't want to give too much here. Again, and on top of that, they need to come to terms with, again, they talked about throat chakra, right? It's in there. They have to heal that. And until they heal that, they won't be able to really tell you all of these unsaid things. There it is. I think I wrote that in the letter. You are special to me even though I told you otherwise. Yep, I wrote that. You know you are special to me even though I don't show it, even though I've never told you. Yep. There it is. Yeah. You see, it's really hard for me to open up. Talking about, I need to be able to get to a place where I can be vulnerable with you and speak my truth. Expressing my truth is incredibly hard for me. There you go. There's confirmation right there. This is one of the toughest things that they have to get through. And a lot of the feminines have to understand this. It's not because they're hiding things. It's not well, they may be hiding things only because of fear. We all end up having fear, especially for a lot of this part of the journey. Okay, but you really have to have compassion for these masculines, and you can't force them to open up. Would you want somebody to force you to do something? I don't think so. We should not be forcing anything on anyone. And the masculine said that too. I want to make sure I do this on my own time and don't allow anyone or anything to push me. That includes you, feminines. We can't be pushing. We can't be forcing. We can't be trying to do these magic spells and stuff, because maybe some of you are doing this and trying to get them to open up and say, God, please, could they just do something? But you know what? While they hear you, it's like, wait a minute, feminines. This is incredibly challenging for them. You need to have compassion and be understanding. Try to put yourself in their shoes. And again, there's a lot of stuff that they haven't told you. And they're not going to say it here. I've been getting some stuff, but they're like, don't share this, please. We just want you to know because I help them on my own. On my own time. I'm providing support for them energetically. They come to me like when I'm brushing my teeth or something, or I'm cooking, and then I try to help whoever it is who's contacting me. Okay, so there's some other things here that they really need to be doing on their own, because it'll help them be even stronger than what they are now. It's going to help them become unshakable once their journey is over. But they have to come to terms with this, and they have to learn how to do this on their own. No one's going to force them. No one can force them. God is the only one and their guides who are trying to get them to overcome this. We have to understand this. Again, the 3D stuff is not important. We don't need validation. We don't need them to be contacting us all the time. And yes, it's nice because you're seeing that in the physical. But the more you level up and you start getting to a place where all of these telepathic messages, you guys are energetically speaking to each other, it's way more powerful than words, than spoken, written words, okay? I'm hung up on this card because I'm feeling it from them right now. They're telling me, like, Jess, I already know for them it's so hard for them. And I knew from the beginning this was hard for my masculine too. This was exceptionally difficult. And I knew that, and I had to have compassion for that. I didn't force my masculine, you have to answer me now. What the fuck are you doing? Why aren't you answering my texts, whatever? We usually communicated via text. And yeah, it would bother me. I'm not going to lie. But I did not force it. That's not the divine thing to do. We don't force. We don't try to control things. We allow God to take over and to have faith in the fact that everyone is doing their work, that God is going, and the guides are going to come in, the archangels. That's why the archangels showed up here, okay? They're doing so much work with the masculines, you guys. This is huge divine intervention, okay? And we need to allow that to occur. Again, soul time, not human time. You are not in control. The masculines aren't in control either. They're starting to realize this. They have to surrender to God, to their archangels, and just allow them, okay, just tell me what I need to do, God. Tell me what I need to do so I can overcome this. And then the archangels, they ask their angels for help. And when you ask for help from them, that's when they swoop in and they start instantly answering what it is that you need. And we all still need to do this. Even when you achieve union with self, you still have to communicate directly with your guides, with Source, with the universe, with God. Always. Okay? You are never far from my mind. Did I say this already? Yeah. That's the beginning. The bottom of the deck. I was reminded of your scent recently. Yeah, see? A lot of things are reminding them of you. You're everywhere. You are always on my mind. Isn't that the Willie Nelson song? I'll leave these here. Okay. We are going to pull some cards from the Lover's Oracle deck, the ones that are hard to shuffle. So we are going to see what else Spirit wants us to know. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. What else do you want us to know about these divine masculines? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What other messages do you have for us, Spirit, with regards to the divine masculines in this collective, please? And thank you. That was kind of weird. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Wasn't this something that I was talking about? Both of you have to let go of the past. They're saying the past is now behind you, but some of you are still a little stuck in there. You have to release it. Release everything. All your hang-ups, your uncertainties, your fears, the ambiguities. What happened between you and your masculine in the past? What didn't happen in the past, okay? This is now happening with this phase during this separation to bring about new possibilities. It says a new path is now available to you. And you know what this new path is? That door is opening up now for you guys to walk through and start your journey of healing. This is a very, very significant phase of the journey that you guys are in right now. Follow it with faith every step of the way. All right. Bottom of the deck. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Both of you already know. Both of you know you need to do the work and you need to change for the better, and you have to go your separate ways and do the healing. Some of you are still in denial. It's okay. I'm not judging. It's just that you have to release that too. This is a very different journey, guys. And if for those of you who haven't really fully understood this yet, especially if like your masculines are just not telling you the truth, they're acting one way and acting another, and it's not consistent, there's work to be done. And you guys can't give in to the fear of losing your masculines either. I know I had that issue, and I knew what I had to do, what I felt right. I knew I had to let him go, be like, I have to stop running in circles. I had to get off of the hamster wheel and focus on myself. And I didn't listen, and my tower moment came, and it was like, okay, now I get it, right? They kicked me in the ass. It's like, okay, Jess, it's time for you to do the work. You already know. Do what feels right. And what feels right is of the divine light. If it doesn't feel right, guys, that's low vibrational. We don't want to be there. This is an incredibly divinely guided connection. We always need to be in the light as much as possible. Okay, we are now going to do the songs. Okay, do I remember the animals? Octopus. Right, guys? Yes. All right. For those who pick the octopus, I was going to say Oculus. That's funny. I know why I said that, but I'm not going to share that here. Spirit guides Angelus. Los Angeles? Does somebody here live in Los Angeles? Los Angeles, the angels, they did show up in my channeling. I mean, they're always here, but they wanted me to write their names down. They also just told me for the archangels that I wrote down, go back in the video. A lot of you need to start working with all of them. They just told me all of them. That's why they were written down. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. For those who pick the octopus, what song does their divine masculine want to dedicate to their divine feminine? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Okay, I saw it. I saw it. Hey, Stevie Wonder's here. But I didn't write his name down this time. No New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away. No first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom. No wedding Saturday within the month of June. And it is June right now. But what it is something true, made up of these 3 words that I must say to you. I just called to say I love you by Stevie Wonder. So from this, I'm getting a lot of them are like, they want to call. They want to contact you. They want to tell you that they do. They just cannot say it. Those words are so hard for them to say because you know why? For some of them, in this group especially, they probably said it a lot to some other people, other relationships that they were in, and their other person took it for granted and it meant nothing. Again, this is why it's important. You don't have to have them say I love you. On top of that, these masculines, if you tell them I love them, they're like, okay, yeah, it's meaningful, but they want way more than that. They want to be able to communicate in a way where those words could get so overused, right? They want something more than that. And yes, they do feel like there's this loss here, you know. My feminine's not here. But at the same time, they still have this love for you and they're trying to hold that together. And again, this goes with the back and forth where they're on point, they're focused, they're dedicated, and then they kind of like something that triggers them, like they fall backwards. It could also very well be, you know, even for feminines, if you feel that way too, they feel it too, right? They're feeling everything that you feel. You guys are sad, you guys feel hopeless, they'll start feeling it too. So we have to be mindful and be careful of not sinking into those lower vibrational energies. The bottom of the deck, this is a gorgeous song, over and over again by Nathan Sykes and Ariana Grande. From the way you smile to the way you look, you captured me unlike no other. From the first hello, yeah, that's all it took, and suddenly we had each other. And I won't leave you, always be true, 1 + 1, 2 for life. Yeah, exactly. And some, you know what's interesting? A lot of these songs keep coming up in these readings. This is very significant. Okay. This is how they're feeling. This is the bottom of the deck, but this is also still significant. And over again, they're reminded of you. That's what I'm also getting from this card right here. It just keeps replaying in their mind. And okay, they're replaying, you know who they talked about? What did they say? You were never far from my mind. What's the other card? I still remember the good times we had. Yep, this is in relation to that card from that first hello, right? The first time that they saw you, the first day that they met. They're replaying it over and over again. That's what they're telling me, for those who picked this. The majority of these masculines here, they're doing a lot of reminiscing. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is, for those who picked the blowfish, I will laugh if a sexual song comes out in this, because you know me and my dirty mind right now with the blowfish. For those who picked the blowfish, what song does their masculine want to dedicate to their feminine? Please and thank you, spirit guides and angels. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. For those who picked the blowfish, what song does their masculine want to dedicate to their feminine? Okay. Spirit guides, angels, please and thank you. For those who picked the blowfish, what song does their masculine want to dedicate to their feminine? Okay, there it is. Alrighty. You got two. Oh, hold on, I need to reposition myself. Two hearts that beat as one. Our lives have just begun. And forever, forever, I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. I wrote down forever. Endless love and love. Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. Look at this. I didn't look at this the last time this card came out in one of my readings. Our lives have just begun. This coincides with this. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. This is the beginning of your new lives, masculines and feminines. And yes, for the masculines who are watching, I'm starting to feel that more of them are starting to watch these. So welcome. Keep up the great work. So for both of you, the new path, our lives have just begun. There it is right there. Because they want forever with you. They want to be one with you. It's just endless love. It's just like the cup runneth over. It's like seeing the Ace of Cups, where it's never ending. It keeps overflowing. And that's exactly what the divine love is, right? The love from God never ends. And this is the love that the both of you should have for each other. It never ends, and it continuously flows. It is endless. There are endless possibilities in what you guys can achieve on your own and together once you have both done the work. Unlimited potential, I'm hearing from Spirit. This is the beginning of your journey, guys. Just wait till you achieve union with self. It may sound far-fetched. You may think, yeah, whatever, but you have to trust. You have to follow this with faith, okay? I know, man, this is the craziest, most difficult thing on the planet. But you know what? Wait till you get to the top of that mountain, guys. Just wait. I said I love you, and that's forever. Here's forever again. And this I promise from the heart. I could not love you any better. I love you just the way you are. Billy Joel. And I put Buffalo Bills. Did I put Billy? No, I think I put Billy. Wait a minute. I think I put Billy last week. I love you just the way you are. You don't have to change physically or change these other things about yourself, feminines. If that's how you're feeling, that's for some of you. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. Don't force anything. They love you just the way you are. The only thing is, it's about changing, because some of the feminines, you're hiding who you really are. And some of them, some of you guys have been, you were also trying to be someone that you weren't. Like, you were still hiding because you were a little bit afraid of being the real you. And that happens a lot just with females in general, right? I know I would run into, one of my life's lessons was that I would try to, do certain things or say, or maybe not dress a certain way. It wasn't really that, but act a certain way or whatever, or pretend to like things or whatever that was, just to, so that the guy would like me, whatever. Have more in common. That's bullshit. I was not being authentic. Nowadays, I'm like, I don't give a crap. If you don't like my dirty sense of humor and the jokes that I make, too bad. Right? Sometimes I may have a sailor mouth. If you don't like that because I'm supposed to be some prim, proper female, then fuck you. I don't care. You see what I'm saying here? This is about being authentic. And there's a reason why that they caught on to you. There's just major attraction here. They saw the real you, feminines. And you guys were hiding things too. Mirroring, again, this is what happens in the journey. The only thing for both of you now, is just to change, though, for the better. Become your highest self. The highest version of yourself. And here's the bottom of the deck. All Out of Love by Air Supply. I'm lying alone with my head on the phone, thinking of you till it hurts. I know you hurt too, but what else can we do? Tormented and torn apart. This came out, I think this came out last week, did it not? It came out in one of them. Can't remember. That's besides the point. Yeah, thinking about you a lot. My head on the phone. Again, this goes back to some of them really wanting to reach out. This kind of ties in with the first group, right? And this is the up and down, right? This is the up and down right here. They have this endless love and they feel blissful and they think about, about you and how you've been with them. And then all of a sudden it's like they feel tormented and torn apart, right? But this is part of the process. It's okay. They have to release and they have to surrender, and then they get triggered and they have to release, and it's back and forth. I talked about that earlier. So, didn't I say, I said you are the air that I breathe. The air I breathe. Yep, air supply. You are their air supply. There you go. Wow. Okay, for those of you who picked the crab, for those who picked the crab, spirit guides and angels, what song does their masculine want to dedicate to their feminine? For those who picked the crab, what song does their masculine, there it is. Oh, wow. Oh, there's songs that haven't come out yet. I don't think this came out before. Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. When you hurt under the surface like troubled water running cold, well, time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Okay, this might coincide with all that crazy energy that I was getting with, those harsh words, arguments, or whatever. Yeah, this may be for some of you. If you guys had an argument, this is talking about this. Before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? Something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Maybe this is that. Maybe this, for some of you who picked the crab, maybe, yeah, there was some, I mean, maybe on a bad note or something. There was a major argument. It's whatever, take it as it resonates, right? That's just what I'm picking up on. Yeah, a lot of them are having regrets, especially if something happened and they said something harsh to you, or there was an argument or something, and maybe you stormed off, something like that, and it says you had a storm to weather. But see, both of you have storms to weather. We all get caught up in saying these things, right? And we don't mean them. I think I said that before. And if this is resonating with you, where the last things you said to each other weren't coming from a place of love, especially if the masculines were the ones who did a lot of the harsh words here, said a lot of harsh words, they're really regretting that and wishing that they could turn back time and, try to get you to stay, or just like really talk it out type of thing. But that's in the past. This is something else that they have to release too, right? Again, this is tying into this. Okay? Again, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. This is a very strong message for everyone here. Okay? Because this is time for you to embark on your journey. That's the bottom of the deck. Is this love by White Snake? Look at this. I don't think I've seen this yet. I can't stop the feeling. I've been this way before, but with you I found the key to open any door. I can feel my love for you growing stronger day by day, and I can't wait to see you again so I can hold you in my arms. I will come back for you. That's what they wrote. Their love grows for you every day, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, whatever. It's growing, continues to grow. It's always going to continue to grow. See, this is powerful right here. The lyric, but with you I found the key to open any door. There you go. There may be something that they wrote in this letter that kind of ties into this. I know it's not exactly, but yeah, there's something about towards the end, I think it was, you're my everything. There's this big energy here with they're realizing, oh my gosh, and the key, it's opening that door to vulnerability. It's opening the door to that new path. I said a door's been opened, did I not? Or did I say portal? Either way, I might have to rewatch this. I think I did channel that. Opening that door. And you were the key, feminines. You know how important that is when somebody realizes this, to open that door to their path of learning to be vulnerable, their path to salvation, their path to becoming the better version of themselves. This is major, you guys. When you have that effect on someone that they want to change for the better, that is huge, because there are a lot of people who just don't. They don't see the light like that. They never find that key. So keep that in mind, feminines, especially for those who picked the crab. They can't wait to see you again. And again, they have this, you are their inspiration, because there's like, you know, I get through this and everything will be greater than I could have ever imagined. And you won't get triggered. You won't go back and forth. Oh, Spirit is saying, if you end up seeing white snakes around, maybe not in the 3D, like outside your house or something, maybe, or you're walking somewhere. This, you could see it on the internet. You're driving by some sort of sign, you're at a store or something like that. They're saying this is another sign for you if you start seeing white snakes. Okay. What else do we have to do? That's it. Oh, not so bad. Hour 21 minutes and some change. Okay. Well, that concludes your reading. Guys, thank you so much for watching, for sticking through this, for working on yourselves, for pushing through. Okay, I'm rooting for you guys, both masculine and feminine. All right. I appreciate your love and support, and for supporting me, especially with doing these channelings, because this takes a lot out of me, and I'm already woo, I have to recalibrate myself after this. Anyway, again, thank you for watching, for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and hit the illumination and illuminate the thumbs up button. I will appreciate that too. Thank you so much. I hope I continue to wish you the best in your journey, and I am here for you should you need any help. Again, I would highly encourage you to join my Light Counterpart community that I have on my mobile app. Sign up for my website at capellawellness.com. You'll get a link in an email to have access. It's private access to the mobile app. Not everyone gets access to this. And when you sign in there, you'll see, I believe it's called Capella Communities, and you will see a Light Counterpart community there. And you have any questions for me or for anyone, feel free, open up, be vulnerable. We're here to support each other, okay? This is what it's all about. Support, finding our tribe, connecting with them, and helping us to grow and evolve on our journeys, okay? So I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today on your journey. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.